Okay, guys, your assignment's going to be to take this model that I've made for you and place the following objects into this model using Sketchup. You can see up here at the top of the screen, I have scene 1, 2, and 3. You're going to start at scene 3. Click scene 2, and you'll see which items I want you to put in there. I want you to put a stove, a fridge, a place to eat, a place to store some kitchen items such as plates, bowls, cups, and food. And I want some counters in there too. You can either draw these or you can use a 3D warehouse for them, and I'll show you what that's all about in a minute. You can also include windows, doors, curtains, wall, and floor treatments if you so desire. This is the shell right here, and I'll just show you the basic navigation of Google SketchUp. First, your orbit tool, and this is how you get around. You can scroll in and out on your mouse as well to get around this object. This is a virtual 3D space. The thing to remember with SketchUp is you have 3 axes: the blue, which is vertical, red, and green, which are your X and Y. Hand tool lets you pan back and forth. And here are your basic drawing tools. You have your selection tool, which selects individual faces. You can delete those or hit Command Z on the Mac, Control Z on the PC to delete or undo. We have a pencil tool. Also over here you have a separate tool palette, and that can be accessed through View, Tool Palettes, Large Tool Set. Okay, I'm going to place a stove in here, and I'm just going to go to my Google 3D warehouse. And you can type in whatever you like here. Hit return. Stainless steel fridge looks good. And click download to model. Okay. You notice at first nothing happens, but then if I just move my mouse, I don't have to do anything, it'll be there. I've made this room to be like the basic size of a small kitchen, so most of the models should be roughly life size. I'm going to place this fridge right here to start with. Zoom in, scroll my mouse, and you're going to notice that it's in the floor a little bit. The closer you get to something in SketchUp, the easier it is to move. I might also add, have your cursor pointed where you want to zoom. If I want to zoom over here, it'll move me over there. If I want to zoom over here, it'll go that way. Zoom in on this thing, grab the move, click it once, and you can see that when I let go of the mouse, it says on blue axis. You never want to do anything by eyeball here in SketchUp. You want to let it tell you what it's doing, because sometimes you'll think you'll be moving on the blue axis and you'll be moving the opposite direction. Okay, second thing I want to do is rotate this 180 degrees. I'm going to put it up against this wall. So if I get into an advantageous position so that I can see what I'm doing, I'll know I'm going in the right direction. I'm going to grab this tool. It's rotate tool. You'll notice that it changes. It's on the green plane right now. It's on the face. Now it's on this face. And now it's on the face of this component. I'm going to click it once. Not holding down the mouse button. I'm going to move out. I'm going to click it a second time. Take my finger off the button and just rotate it like that. You're not clicking and dragging, you're just clicking once, pulling out, and clicking again. Okay, I'm going to grab the move tool again on the face of the component. I'm going to click once, and it's already telling me I'm on the green axis. Now if I were at a weird angle here, it wouldn't let me do it. And you can see here I would be doing some arbitrary move. So if I come this direction, get it right up close to that wall there. That looks good. It takes a little practice here, and that's what I want you guys to get used to. It's how to move this thing around. It's a scale tool, it's right here. when I select the component and then select scale, I get bounding boxes. And then you can scale it up if you feel like you need to. I want a nice big fridge. And then select off of it. Next tool we have is the paint bucket tool. And if you open it up, you click on the brick, you'll find that you have all sorts of window, floor treatments. And you can just select a surface and put it down. You can also go to the 3D warehouse to find windows. That looks like one that'll work. So I'm going to put it right up against the house to start with. I'm going to zoom on it. Click the move tool. I'm going to go up. You can see that it wants to go, it snaps right to the blue axis. But I don't know how high up I am, so I'm going to have to spin around here. You can see that it wants to go on the red axis right there. Looking good. Also needs to go up. And I'm going to rotate it from the corner, so like a pivot point. You can rotate it from any angle you want, or any position you want. But if I were to rotate this thing from the center, you can see it just spins like that. I don't want that. So what I did was just set it at the corner. See that it was on the correct plane. Click once, click again, bring it in. Now with it still selected, I'll scale it. Also going to move it over a little bit. Don't feel like you have to get this absolutely perfect, but you want it to look tight. Proportionally, it's different than the model, but we can do that. You can see down here, it's still got a little bit of a window opening. So I'll scroll underneath, scale it a little bigger. Good enough. Okay, so have fun with the assignment. If you want to get a little more advanced, you can go to this website here and check out these tutorials. We'll do a little bit more in class together. But for now, I just want you to arrange some items in that house so that somebody who lived there might actually be able to function in this kitchen. Okay, that's it.